Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
And we serve as the voice to the Chulpa Black community.
Again, we got Dr. Candace Matthews.
A lot of these documents, looking at.
We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media.
This country is supposed to be about the land of the free for all. It has not been free for Black people, and we are tired.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
Hello African Diaspora News family, my name is Reneilwe Morema and I am reporting live from Johannesburg, South Africa. In a viral TikTok video which has garnered millions of viewers, Mihlali Nobavu details her experiences as a waitress at Babel Restaurant in mainland Pretoria. She details the horrific experience she has endured under the management there. She says they were forced to buy their own uniform and buy their own equipment to serve. Check out this video as she goes through the details of her horrific experience at Babel Restaurant in mainland.
The restaurant that I'm about to expose, I'm sure they've broken every right at the Labour Relations Act. Just opened, it's in mainland. I've been working there for a few days now. So what happened is I went for a job interview. I showed them my CV and my socials, and I was hired on the spot. And then they told me that I should buy a uniform for this job, right? So a cross belt, a white shirt, black shorts, black apron, black shoes. I was like, okay, you know what? It's fine. I'm going to buy those things because I'm just grateful that I got the job. It was a bit for me at first because I was like, I've worked at other places previously and I've never had to buy my own uniform. But I was like, hey, it's whatever. I went to work the next day and then there was just like, oh guys, there were more things piling up. As waitresses, Zitibana, we have to buy our own equipment, right? I didn't know about that. So basically equipment is a bottle opener, a cigar cutter, a cigarette lighter, cigar lighter. Like you buy all of these things yourself out of your own pocket. Mind you, I had just spent 1,000 rand on just the uniform, excluding alterations, excluding the transport fees, and now I have to buy the equipment myself. But I was like, you know what, it's fine. This was 10 years because I had all of these things within the second day that I was working there, only to find out that there is no contract. There is nothing that is legally binding between you and the restaurant. You just go there, you work. If you get fired, you get fired because there's no contract. How are you going to defend yourself? That was the second red flag for me, actually.
The managers even offered her money to remove the video. They offered to compensate her for the cutleries she bought for herself, the uniform that she bought for herself, in exchange to take down the video.
So since I posted the video, Izolo, some of the managers at Babel did try to call me, contact me, but I've not been returning their calls or their messages. One of the managers even went as far as DMing me on Instagram, offering to refund me for a uniform as well as the equipment in exchange for me taking down the video. Obviously, I did not respond to them. And it really saddens me because they think this is really just about the money. Yes, I did incur financial loss, but it's more about the principle. I thought that they would admit their wrongdoing and try to better the working conditions of their employees, but I don't think they see themselves in the wrong.
The EFF in Gauteng has condemned the alleged ill treatment of employees at the restaurant and has vowed to conduct a visit to the restaurant to address the serious violation of workers' rights and to ensure that all employees are treated with dignity and the respect they deserve. First of all, big ups to this girl for standing her ground and exposing the injustices our Black brothers and sisters are facing in the workplace, especially in the hospitality industry. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. She highlighted a huge problem in the hospitality industry, as I've mentioned earlier, where workers are exploited, abused, and some of these restaurants and hotels are used as a prostitution warehouse. The owner, Stephan Cohen, is a French national who has chains and chains of restaurants, nightclubs and hotels around South Africa, who hires undocumented immigrants so that they can exploit them, because they know these undocumented immigrants can't report them because they don't have the necessary paperwork to begin with, so they can do nothing about it. It also doesn't help that the ANC government increased the unemployment rate of this country, producing millions of unemployed, desperate youth who are willing to work in these unbearable conditions, and these white European foreigners are using our misfortune to their advantage, and they know the government will protect them by removing the red tapes and reducing tax rates around their operations so that their businesses can thrive. And we all know that the government is benefiting from these European nationals coming to set up business here. So our brothers and sisters in South Africa are desperate for a job, so they are willing to sell their souls to work just to get the minimum wage, just to survive. And it doesn't help that also these undocumented foreigners, they are desperate for a job. They left their countries where the economy was horrible. So they come here looking for opportunities, and they're willing to take anything and everything. And these European nationals, they know that, and they're using that to their advantage. They know these people are not going to run to Home Affairs or the police because they don't have the necessary documents to do so. They know they will be shipped back to their home countries. So it's a win-win for the European nationals. In my previous segments, I always say that the government, the African governments, they always play subservient, they always play inferior to the European nationals, and conditioning us here in South Africa, us here in the African countries, to respect them because they want to maintain their interpolitical relationships with these European nationals so that they can continue getting these charity monies, these sponsorships or donations, so that they can enrich themselves and pocket themselves. They are very corrupt, these African leaders. And you know what is sad? When these African leaders busy parade themselves to these European nationals, they are betraying us. They set these laws to block black businesses from thriving and allow white businesses, French businesses to thrive. I mean, these French nationals, they have broken every employment act laws under the sun. I mean, first of all, if you're going to work in a restaurant, they should provide you with a safe working condition. They should provide you with a contract and a basic salary and uniform and every resource you're going to need to work efficiently. The fact that this girl was hired on the spot after the interview and was told to pay 200 brokerage fee, and she was told to buy her own uniform, should have smelled fishy. The fact that these European people were here long enough to open chains and chains of nightclubs and restaurants without the government even clocking them or red flagging them shows that the government actually agrees and are benefiting to a certain extent from these businesses. All because they want to what? Maintain the interpolitical relationships with the European nations. What do you think about this segment? Comment to us in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and share the broadcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss these groundbreaking conversations right here on the African Diaspora.